I mean, it could have gone either way, and I think for the second overall pick, I'm going to go with the sequel to
Welcome back to the Hamburger Disco podcast, the podcast about the Wonder Years, the Pillsbury Doughboy, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Gushers, and Captain Planet and the Planeteers. My name is Matt, and as always, I'm joined each and every other week by Jay and Rum. Jay and Rum, happy season 2, episode 4. Happy holidays. What is new?
Dude, I'm excited for the holidays. It's a big one. It's this is the last episode before Christmas.
Before
right?
Christmas, yeah. Christmas is in full swing here.
It's our gift to you.
And we got a Christmas themed draft, which we'll get into, but obviously we got to talk about a bunch of things before that. How are you guys doing?
I'm good, man. I think we're gonna have to. I guess we're gonna speak about the results of the last draft here, and I'm
just
excited.
into it?
I'm really excited for this, guys. You know, so
this one hurts.
I think Rum's still calculating. Making sure every
vote matters.
I's dotted.
I am not happy about that, but we got our segment that we started last week. Matt, you want to introduce that?
So corrections and omissions, we thought that if we were going to be really good at this, we'd never have to see that segment again. We have more corrections and more omissions, one resulting from our first ever corrections.
Yeah, we have a correction of the correction.
It's a recurring correction, basically what it is, yeah.
So in the last episode, we talked about Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez. They actually had 4 fights together, you guys, and not 3. Super embarrassing.
Okay, don't say the results. I don't want to have to correct it again.
Yeah.
So let's just move on to the next one.
We definitely lost the 4th one. That's all.
That's all that
we
matters.
can confirm.
Maybe we could put them up on the graphic.
You guys make any mistakes?
I've got one. I think when Rum asked us about the teen burger versus matzo burger, I think I said that the difference is the cheese, but I think with the matzo burger that you've got matzo sauce too. So I mean that was bad on our part.
They got a special sauce on the
There's a special sauce.
Got a couple emails about that.
Yeah, we got a couple TikTok responses on that too.
I think it was the designer because we called them out too. We said, hey, save them a little bit, but no, they corrected us on that one.
Yeah. Follow us on TikTok, by the way, and Reels. We're cooking over there. Anyway, what else was there? Oh,
you had a big one.
I had a big one. Oh yeah, I misspelled something. It was not a big one. I think. I misspelled Shack Burger. I think I put an extra C in there.
That was on my team.
That was on your team.
I think the asterisk on this.
Yeah, just
if I didn't win,
recount the vote. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm down for that. We'll give you another 2 weeks to vote. We're just gonna keep adding your votes.
These two.
Okay, with that, let's go straight into it.
Straight
Thank
into
you for all the votes. We counted the votes on our IG story quiz, our grid post. Again, if you want to vote on any of our drafts, just leave a comment on the grid post or wait until we post a story that we post usually every other Monday. So on one Monday, it's a podcast. The following Monday, it's the story where you can vote. Before we get to the results, just a quick recap in case you didn't watch last week's episode. Rum had the Whopper, the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, the Five Guys burger, the White Spot legendary burger, and the Quarter Pounder with cheese from McDonald's.
So how did that not win? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my team was very McDonald's loaded, which I guess I got called out on. Not sponsored by the Golden Arches, but I had the McDonald's cheeseburger, the McChicken, the Shack burger, the Filet-O-Fish, and the A&W Beyond Meat burger.
Also good choices.
Rounding out was Jay's 5, the Big Mac, the A&W Teen Burger, the In-N-Out Double Double, the Popeye Spicy Chicken Sandwich, and shout out to the Philippines, the Jollibee Yum Burger.
Yep.
How not good looking is that Jollibee Yum Burger? It's like, whoa. Your burgers I'm sure it's fine, but it's just like the actual photos of it does not look too appetizing.
I think early listeners will know, but I'm trying to get the bag from Jollibee here. We're trying to get Jollibee sponsored.
And honestly, it probably helped you in the end with that diversity. Okay.
I think they took all the photos of the chicken, or they hired like a chicken specific photographer. And at the end of the shoot, they're like, "Yo, can you shoot this?
Can you do the Yum Burgers really quick? I know we're past your 8 hours."
So the results. In last place with me, my streak of season 2 wins are over. Cap it at 2. I had 8%. I apologize to all my fans on letting you down on this draft. I think
that was your worst showing.
It was the worst performance I've ever had. And I don't know if you remember, but I was super nervous going into that draft. I had third pick, and it was just so tough. So 8%. And the winner, with 47% of the votes, almost a majority, is, for the first time in season 2, Juicy J.
Ooh. First time ever, actually.
Oh.
RVD.
Speech?
It feels good. It feels great. Oh man, Jollibee really pulled it through for me here. I swear. I think
that might have been. Well, clearly mine are better, but like I guess the Jollibee Yum Burger put you over the top with all our Filipino.
And you know what? I'm
listeners.
surprised. I really love the Whopper. You guys know how much I love the Whopper. I'd pick the Whopper first overall any day. But Big Mac maybe killed it too, and that A&W Teen Burger.
In-N-Out really double.
Yeah.
Like
I think lots of comments on the white spot. We did like a little poll: white spot versus A&W burger.
Yeah.
What are you guys choosing on that? I'm choosing white spot all day on that.
I think I'd choose A&W.
Yeah. I know it's blasphemy because we're from BC, and white spot. Like it's got the clout here, but I you know what? I think if it was the BC burger, that's what I find I order most at Triple O's, right? The bacon cheddar.
I guess I was thinking like you kind of get both kind of thing. You kind of get you
get all.
You could throw like bacon on there, and anyway. But I think what was the final tally on that?
I think that was like
53-47 for Teen Burger.
Yeah. And actually, we did another Sunday showdown where it was Whopper versus Big Mac, and surprisingly,
the Big Mac won.
Big Mac came out on top.
I guess it's no surprise then that you won.
Rum, you're 2%.
45%. It's so close.
It is.
What do you regret any of your picks, Rum? Like, is there anything that could have put you over the top?
I don't regret any of my picks. I truly think mine are better. Maybe I should have went Popeye spicy chicken sandwich instead of Chick-fil-A. Maybe because of the controversy with Chick-fil-A, that might even be part of it. But they're both really good.
I'm surprised your Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich was second for you too. Like that, like.
Well, yeah, it was like second and third with Five Guys. Yeah. It was like one and the same. But yeah, tough one, very tough one. I thought I won. This win. Coming into shooting today, I thought I won, but then we were doing the actual calculations. It was closer than we thought.
We had to count like 3 or 4 times.
I did, yeah.
Rum walked into the door with like his chest puffed out, like, who's ready to shoot today, guys? I regret all my picks.
All right, let's get to it. We got another hot one. This one was pretty debated. And our first entry into non-food.
Yeah. Is that blasphemy? Are we allowed to talk about things?
I don't know, because
don't unsubscribe just yet. I mean, we've got a lot of food drafts coming.
The thing is that we were supposed to be Hamburger Disco is like supposed to be like a food and pop culture and like supposed to be music too. We don't talk about that too much, but it's supposed to be like food and pop culture. So this is the other half of our
it's a good way.
What we bring
this is the
to the
disco
table.
part of Hamburger Disco.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We're gonna be drafting Christmas movies.
It's like a shock. Like we're in Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
Like
it could have been anything. Could have been drafting the different Christmas cookies.
Christmas
carols,
ornaments.
So what are you thinking, Jay? Like
Christmas movies, feature length, like.
How about like the 30-minute specials? Sometimes
Sure.
Do those count?
I feel like we should have it as feature-length movies. It doesn't have to have been in the theaters. Like it could be like a Hallmark movie, but it has to be like a full-length movie.
That's like all 5 of mine could be Hallmark movies. Okay, that's good.
I think that's it. And of all time, do they have to be like new ones?
What are we talking? Whatever you want. Whatever you think you think will get you the dub.
I think I'll have some wonderful picks there.
You giving it away?
Okay, right. So
let's go. I'm excited, dude. This is so debated. Like, there's so many debates on even what a Christmas movie is,
right?
Especially in the last like few years. Some of them, I'm sure they're going to make it a pick. So let's not make those debates until it comes up.
If someone gives me something I can debate with them about,
be prepared to fight. Be prepared to fight it.
Stay tuned because I'm gonna get fought for with one of my picks.
Anything off the board. Rum's gonna like draft a movie that like took place on December 25th but had nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. So, what should we do? Let's explain the snake draft as we always do. Who wants to do this time?
Who's explaining the snake draft?
Well, I mean, we should explain it because for our first-time listeners.
Actually, let's pick the order first, and then we can. It'll be easier to pick this.
Okay.
To describe.
So rock paper scissors.
We'll do rock paper scissors.
Okay. Rock paper scissors. Jay scissors. I'm paper, and Rum is paper.
So I get to pick.
Would you like to go first, second, or third?
You know what? I stand by this. If you guys have watched the past drafts, I'm gonna go second. Second is my sweet spot. I still love second.
You know, you didn't win the past draft.
I just like not having any pressure of having to come up with 2 picks at the same time. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
with
It is a very calming. Oh man.
Okay, Matt, let's go.
Okay. Rock paper scissors.
Oh, both with paper. Okay.
Rock paper scissors.
Ooh, wrong.
I'm shaking.
I got paper, and I pick Home Alone because that's all that matters. Is I pick Home Alone with the first overall pick. But I jumped the gun. Let's explain the snake draft really quick. I just got too excited.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Coming in hot with the mic too.
I don't know if you caught that on camera. Let's get a close up on that shake. He was like,
oh my god,
shaky.
I needed Home Alone. I needed Home Alone.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'll explain the snake draft since I'm already up at the level. So it's basically the most even way to draft, and that means that since I'm picking Home Alone first, I don't pick again until the 6th pick. So it's going to be me. Jay goes second. Matt goes third and fourth. Jay goes 5th, and I go 6th.
So on.
And 7th. Yeah.
So you're picking Home Alone, I guess, for the first pick overall. Do you think Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is going to last until the 6th?
No, I didn't. Well, I don't know. Probably not.
I'm telling you now, it's not going to
Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to say it again. Rum.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so excited.
The Hamburger Disco Christmas Movie Draft 2021 officially begins now.
With the first picked, Rum Bo Slice, Rum Entertainment, Ramel Payot Media selects with the first overall pick, Home Alone, 1990.
Wow. Oof. I mean, it could have gone either way, and I think for the second overall pick, I'm going to go with the sequel to I mean, okay, Home Alone 1 was great because it started on everything. Yeah. Home Alone 2 really set the bar on a Christmas movie.
Home Alone 2, I was hoping at least get second because I'm easily taking Home Alone 2 for second overall, just obviously the New York thing. But Home Alone 2 is amazing. I went to all the Home Alone 2 spots in New York. Like
Even where the pigeon lady?
Well, I couldn't find the exact thing, but I walked by there. But the Plaza Hotel, every time I'd be like, do that little... Ding dang dong. I can't remember now. But
the elevator where Donald Trump was.
Yeah. I've been so many places. I didn't even get to talk about Home Alone, but we'll talk about that.
Jay kind of jumped the gun.
Home Alone 2 was arguably
let's talk about both right now.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hear your best Home Alone memories.
I'm just telling you right now, Home Alone 2 had even like the toy that everyone had, the Talk Boy.
The
Talk Boy.
The Talk Boy was in the first. Talk Boy pen was the second one.
Number 2.
No, Talk Boy was in both.
Nah, brah.
Yeah.
Did.
I think we're going to have to like go through this one, but Talk Boy was in number 2 from what I said. Yeah, see?
Whoa.
Producer Winnie just pulled it up. You guys are wrong. Talk Boy was in Home Alone 2, and I specifically remember credit card. You got it. Come on now.
So Talk Boy was not in the first one?
I'm getting the Mandela effect here.
Never. It was never in the first one. In the first one,
what's the Talk Boy pen? Was that just like an add-on after?
I think.
Maybe.
I don't even remember.
Heard of the Talk Boy pen?
I don't even think I recall
That's the one that I had.
No.
Do you guys remember Yak Backs?
Maybe your parents just told you it was the Talk Boy pen. I do remember Yak Backs. Yak Backs.
Oh, wow. The Talk Boy's not in the first one.
No. Yeah. You guys got it
That's
wrong.
crazy. I can't believe it. Because I have so many scenes.
I went so strong on Home Alone. We have to cut this out. I'm too embarrassed.
So based on this new information, I think that Home Alone 2 is the better choice because you have the Pigeon Lady, not in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you have the Talk Boy.
Talk Boy in the second one.
You still have the Wet Bandits.
And you think the Pigeon Lady's better than the Shovel
Dude?
When she made those pigeons move.
And then
Turtle
Dove connection. Come on, don't even fight me on this.
you're making some good points. I'm not lying, but Home Alone's the OG. Like you can't.
It was.
You can't.
That's what I said.
You can't knock it. I think it's of overall a better movie. Did you think The Hangover 2 was better than The Hangover? It's like the exact same movie.
No, sometimes the sequels are better. The Godfather 2 better than The Godfather.
Debatable.
What?
Debatable.
I think we're going off on a tangent. Let's reel it back into the Christmas movie realm.
Let's bring it back. Congratulations on Home Alone 1. Congratulations on Home Alone 2.
Thank you.
We both know Home Sweet Home Alone is the best in the whole franchise. I can't believe you guys
No, that's a lie.
It's not too late.
That's a lie.
You can't forget about the French Stewart one. That's going to be picked. Is that what you're picking, Matt? The French Stewart Home Alone?
The one with the kid from the McDonald's commercials?
Yeah.
We're coming in hot for the first 10 minutes here, guys. We're gonna
Okay, let's bring it down. What is your pick, Matt? Third overall.
So I'm third and I'm fourth, and I'm pleased to tell you both that my 2 first picks are still available.
Oh.
I can't believe it.
Really?
2 of my favorite Christmas movies, my 2 favorite Christmas movies are there. Home Alone, they're great, but I feel like the franchise is kind of there's a thing with legacy. If The Godfather had like 8 movies today, I don't think people would revere the first 2 as much.
I don't think anyone really like the rest of the Home Alone movies don't even come close to the first 2. Like I don't even think those exist in my mind. Like in my head, those other movies don't exist.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll go third overall. Matt Disco, Sports and Entertainment. For the third pick overall in the Christmas movie draft, I'm going with the obvious, the best Christmas movie of all time. One I will watch every Christmas and Halloween.
Oh,
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right. That's a great one.
How could you guys not have picked that?
Because Home Alone was still on the board.
Jack Skellington. What an icon. The whole story.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
No, I agree with you. I was hoping that was going to be available on my next round. I thought you were going to go with like something crazy, like an Irvin salted egg chip. But, Nightmare Before Christmas was on there for me.
Oh, man. I'm so happy I have it. I'm worried about you guys now. And it's Snakes, so I'm fourth. I'm also going to pick one of my favorite movies. Shout out to Sinbad. Shout out to Turbo Man.
Wow.
I know I'm picking it early, but I have to have it. Just like all the kids had to have that Turbo Man. And also featuring the late and great Phil Hartman, I pick Jingle all the way.
Fourth overall.
I saw it for the first time, in like a while yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday. Last year. I don't know if it holds. I mean, it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Phil Hartman's amazing in it. He's so good as the sleazeball neighbor or whatever. But it's good.
And that was also like prime Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was like his like prime time.
It doesn't get the classic like love that you think. I don't think because I don't. No one really talks about it. I don't think.
I'll tell you this year Funko is releasing a Turbo Man figure.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Everything old is new again. It's coming back. Jingle all the way.
But I can't believe you picked that fourth overall.
Yeah,
your
that's
second pick.
pretty high.
It's pretty early.
I had to have that Turbo Man.
You're saying you're picking Jingle all the way over Home Alone because that's what your intro little
I was hyping it up. But I think I would pick The Nightmare Before Christmas for sure before Home Alone. Definitely.
I know about that. Nightmare Before Christmas is definitely up there though. That's definitely top 5
Dude,
pick.
Home Alone didn't even have a talk boy. Of course that would. Okay, now I feel like you're stalling because I picked all your favorite movies. What do you got? What do you got, Jay?
I mean, this is probably, we've all watched this maybe in like elementary school when we were younger. And my pick is arguably, I'd say probably better than Home Alone. If Home Alone, wasn't such a nostalgic
Everyone's
factor.
downplaying Home Alone.
No, Home Alone's definitely first overall, and Home Alone 2 is first overall as well. But my pick is going to be The Muppet Christmas Carol, which is, I believe, the best version of the Christmas Carol kind of retelling of the story. I mean, it's got like Kermit with his like.
Who's the Scrooge in that one? Is Kermit the Scrooge?
No, it was I forgot his name now.
Is it one of those old guys? Those 2 old guys that sit on the balcony? Is it one of them?
No. Scrooge was the only live action person. Everyone else was Muppets in that one. Like Scrooge's family was all live action, but yeah.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I should check that one out.
It's a classic movie. I think Muppet Christmas Carol is one of those ones that you can rewatch all the time.
Crazy.
The
first 5 picks, these are all like 90s picks. Rum, can you bring it to
oh no, I'm staying 90s
day?
baby.
Come on,
I think
90s, Office Christmas Party is still on the board.
All right. Oh, I'm so happy because I would pick this. Well, maybe second would be Home Alone 2. I would pick this third overall. But it's got the greatest pun or wordplay in its title because it goes so well with the movie. What are we going?
I can't even think. Polar Express.
Hold on. That's a good one too.
And I think as a kid the title didn't even like hit me, but as an adult it hit me. So it is.
I can't wait for this one here.
The Santa Claus.
Oh, Tim Allen.
Okay.
Tim Allen's The Santa Claus.
Great pick.
So
good pick.
The Santa Claus. Santa Claus is spelled C-L-A-U-S. Santa Claus movie is spelled C-L-A-U-S-E.
Yeah.
Because he has the clause of having to take over for
Such
Santa
a
Claus.
genius.
Oh my God, that's
Genius.
so smart.
They came up with that title before they made the whole movie.
Yeah. What's the other
What
one?
can
Oh,
we-
sorry. There's always Romeo and Juliet. Like when they come up with the title.
We can work
before
with that. So what happened to that? So Tim Allen accidentally kills Santa, and then he becomes him.
Yeah, so
Santa falls off his roof.
Santa falls off his roof. I don't know if he kills him, but then
No,
slowly
he straight up dies. It's like
he dies, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd say that Tim Allen killed him.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think.
But
Not
and then he
intentionally.
slowly grows a beard and
Yeah.
becomes bigger, fatter.
Great movie. I think it's a franchise. I think there's more.
Yeah, there's 2 and 3.
Oh, Jay, here's
So-
your chance.
Yeah.
Here's your chance.
I mean, Santa Claus 2 it doesn't hold a candle.
No,
to
and there's
the
a
first
3,
one.
I think,
Yeah,
too.
There's a third one.
But just the title alone is going to give me that second pick for me. And then my third pick, oh my God, there's so many to choose
Seventh
from. It's
overall.
so hard.
So there's a lot of great movies.
There's a lot of great movies, including this one, my third pick. Oh, my roster's so good for comedies.
What do you got?
Oh my God. Okay, so I got Home Alone, I got Santa Claus, I think maybe one of the best reviewed comedy Christmas movie of all time.
Okay.
Where are you going with
Starring Mr. Will Ferrell.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And I'm going with Elf. Elf's Will Ferrell, Zoe Deschanel,
one.
a classic.
Great
An
choice.
absolute
And it's
classic.
probably the newest, even though it's fairly old. It's the
That's
new-
probably what 2001. We came out of the 90s by 2 years. So
John Favreau directed it, right?
Oh,
I think
didn't
so,
know that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
Great pick.
such a good movie.
There's a great scene too with Peter Dinklage in that one too. It's just the funniest scene ever. I don't think you can do that with today's kind of climate, but
Yeah.
that scene was really funny with Peter Dinklage.
One of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best. Classic. So it's back to Jay.
It's
I
back to me.
believe.
What do you got, Jay?
And I think I'm gonna take it out of the realm of those funny nostalgic
Okay.
movies, and I'm gonna
Okay.
go with a great romantic Christmas movie.
Oh.
And this is probably gonna be up there with a lot of people who are fans of the rom-com, fans of the romance. And I'm gonna pick Love Actually.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Actually. Oh man. Everyone references that scene with the cards. Come on, playing the music, tell them it's the carolers, and they're just flipping those cards. Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I think my wife and her best friends watch it every season for their Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh man, my roster's really good.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen Love Actually, so
you are missing out,
I'm
man.
what's it about?
It's just a bunch of different love stories of people when they're going through the holidays, man. It's a great movie. You should watch it.
Okay, so Matt, it's up to you to get the next 2 picks.
All right, I got 2 back to back. I'm not gonna lie, you took one of my ones that I wanted. I had Elf on the list. Maybe I could have swapped Jingle All the Way and Elf, but
Oh, I would take Elf.
Elf
I would take
100%
Elf
more than
way
yeah.
higher than
I just-
Jingle All the Way is like a 4th or 5th pick, man.
I just
If that.
couldn't not have Turbo Man on my list. I don't know if you saw the movie, but everything, the whole movie is about making sure you have Turbo Man.
You know what he's doing? I feel like he's doing these weird one-off picks just to see how far he can get away with it. He picked Irvin Salted Eggs and he won that draft, and now he's picking Turbo Man, Jingle All the Way, and seeing if he can win. I don't know.
I don't know about that, but let's go with, is it 8th overall?
I think so.
All right. For the 8th pick overall, I'm actually going with a movie I didn't watch as a kid, but became a fan of later in life. It's a movie that taught me you can tape a weapon with duct tape to your back.
Ooh, heavily debated. Are we going to have our first debate
This is
here?
going to be a debate one.
Taking us back to Nakatomi Tower. Is it Nakatomi?
Ooh, if it's not, you're getting canceled.
Oh, that's gonna show up on the corrections section.
Let's see. Oh, producer Winnie's pulling it up. It is
Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah, Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Plaza.
No, it's Tower.
Or Tower. Oh, also known as Nakatomi Tower. All right,
there you go.
I'm going
You're
with
not canceled.
the Bruce Willis led Die Hard.
Nice.
1988.
So is that a? Are we agreeing though that is a Christmas movie?
No debate from me. I think even if people are arguing about it, I think it's already been like certified Christmas movie. Like it's already like enough talked about Christmas that it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
The Office Party.
It's the Office Party.
It's when it happens when they're
Office Christmas Party.
Yeah.
Oh, which actually brings me to my next.
You should do it just for that link
just for the laughs.
The link up alone. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I'm a huge fan of Sam Richardson today. Yeah. And maybe if I was a big fan of him back then, I would have liked this movie more in the theaters.
Shout out to Detroiters. Hilarious.
Yeah. Shout out to
I think he
Tim
can leave. I think
Robinson and Sam Richardson, the best comedy duo of the modern times.
Possibly, yeah. Debatable.
I'm going to go with, for my fourth pick, I can't believe this hasn't been picked yet. Maybe because it's before our time.
Jingle All the Way 2.
Jingle All the Way 2 Lost in New York.
Yeah.
This arguably, if you think that Jingle All the Way should have been my fourth round pick, this next pick could have been my second round pick. So the swap is fine. If you're looking at the board and you're wondering, what could it be? Yeah. It is a Christmas classic. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
I guess none of your National Lampoon's fans, because I don't know how it came up.
You know what?
This far.
I did not. I actually have not watched. That's a Chevy Chase one, right? Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Yeah.
It's a classic. I don't recall it. I've seen it probably 6 years ago. It's good. It's a classic.
Okay.
It doesn't have the nostalgia feeling for me, but
yeah.
No, none of your picks do. So that's totally fine. All right, so what is it? Back to me?
Back to Jay. Jay.
He's
always in the middle.
Yeah, and I think, speaking of that nostalgic factor, I think I'm gonna. Ooh, this one's a bit difficult because this one has a lot of variations. I don't know if I want to go with the live action version or if I want to go with the more recent animated version.
Why not both?
I mean, I don't have that luxury. You guys do.
That's right.
But I think I'm going to go with this one because he is probably one of the best comedic actors of our generation. And I'm going to go with
Sinbad.
Jim Carrey's.
You already mentioned Sinbad. He already took it, dude.
Taken.
You ruined my pick. Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All right. That's the one I'm picking.
Really?
Yeah. I think
3 versions.
There's a lot, yeah. There's also the animated one that most recently came out.
And there's the newest one by, I think, Sony?
Yeah.
Or is it DreamWorks?
If we don't take the Grinch, I think you pretty much have all 3. So, I think you're...
Are we agreeing with that? Okay.
No, we're not agreeing with it, but I'm not going to take it, so...
All right.
The new one is really good.
Yeah, that's what I was contemplating. But because Jim Carrey played that role so well, he played that role to a T, right? Mm-hmm. So that's my pick.
But the new one is just so inventive.
Are you picking that one?
I might.
If it's still up there.
It's still up there.
Yeah. All right, well, back to Rum.
You're stalling. What do you got? You have,
I have 2 picks, my 2 last picks. There's so many good ones. All mine are
they're still on the board.
Classics.
You still haven't picked a Hallmark movie. Let's go.
Oh, I know. I really want to pick The Princess Switch, but I'm not going to do it. Shout out to The Princess Switch. We'll talk about that after, actually. But have you guys seen The Princess Switch?
Only the second one. I've only seen the Princess Switch 2 when they switched back.
Oh man, I'm a sucker for those. Me and my wife watch those cheesy movies.
Hallmark
and
movies,
I know you guys are not going to pick them, so I'm just going to talk about them really quick. But
we might.
The Princess Switch. Oh my god, that's a good movie.
There's 3 of them.
I think Vanessa Hudgens should have got nominated for an Oscar.
Wait, have you seen?
You have to do 2 characters, dude.
Have you seen? No, with the newer ones. I don't know if you've seen it. 3 characters.
Yeah, but she should have got an Oscar for both roles because I don't know how hard it is to switch your acting. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna so with my 4th pick, I'm gonna pick a classic.
Okay.
A classic.
Oh.
What do you got?
So I have 3 classics already. And I'm going to go with another one. This one's the oldest one. We're out of the 90s, 2000s. I'm going to go with, there's so much stuff that comes out of this, A Christmas Story.
Oh, okay.
Classic. There's so much.
Is that the black and white movie?
No, it's the leg lamp.
It's
movie.
the leg lamp, the kid with the glasses. That movie's hilarious too. That one I try and watch it every single year.
Okay.
That one's a classic. I don't know what to pick for my fifth pick.
You might as well go with the Princess Switch.
The Santa Claus 2 is still on the board.
None of us has picked like a more recent Christmas movie, actually.
Romel picked Elf. What year was Elf? Like
Elf was
2004? 2004?
3
or 5? Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a tough one. Should I go?
No
with the Princess
stalling.
Switch? I just
Let's
don't want
Let's
to.
go.
I don't want to have that one pick where you like lose everybody. You know.
If I recall,
Or you could go for a super relevant new movie too, right? There's a couple. That are
every
out
year
there.
there's new, but I'd like to just throw back to what you said earlier. You said you're gonna start picking with your heart. You said I'm not gonna pick the Bugles and the Lays anymore.
He said this before the draft. He told us, he's like, guys,
He's like, I know everyone loves Lays and everyone loves Bugles, but they're not in my heart. So what's left on the board that's in your heart?
did Fast and Furious make a Christmas movie?
All right, I am going to pick. Okay, I'm just gonna take a wild shot, and hopefully you guys agree. I'm gonna pick Mean Girls.
Because of that one scene? No, that's not a Christmas
What is
movie.
going? We knew shenanigans were gonna happen.
That's not
We
gonna-
knew. We almost went through the
I
whole
don't think
draft
you guys
with any
know.
shenanigans.
I honestly, I've seen that scene so many times.
Producer Winnie's going like this right now.
Producer Winnie's saying no. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the definition of a Christmas movie, if you can take that scene out and the movie still makes sense that it's not a Christmas movie.
Halloween in there.
Oh, yeah. Producer Winnie's saying it's got Halloween in it, so I think you're out on this
He's
one, dude.
disqualified.
Sorry.
He
Okay.
only gets 4 picks this year.
I think I will still. No, I don't know. All right, so let's cut that out. I'm gonna pick with my fifth pick.
Wait, was that the first veto of all of the drafts? I think that was, right?
Well, that one was a stretch. I knew I wasn't gonna take it.
You did it
That
for
was
the
just a
last.
talking
Yeah.
point.
It's very close. I think someone almost tried to pick Crispers once. We had to nix that.
Okay, I'm gonna go even older on this one, and
What do you got?
some people won't like this, but it's just a classic story. It's a classic story. It's in black and white.
Okay.
I think I know which one he's
I
talking
think,
about.
yeah.
I'm going with It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn you were going for a different one here.
Well, there's other options, but
No, it's
It's a
great.
Wonderful Life is a classic,
Yeah.
classic story with the angel, the guardian angel, and how his life just flashes before his eyes. He gets to see his life without him, and then it was just all Christmas. What year is that, Winnie?
1946.
1946.
Dude, it's definitely the feel good. Everyone will like it. It's the Lays of Christmas
Oh, I don't
movies.
know about that.
I think you're safe there.
But yeah, I have 5 certified classics. Hopefully, I will take
classics.
a cake. So, what is your next pick?
All classics. My last pick.
What do you got, Jay?
Oh, man. You know what? I thought was thinking. I've got a couple here. I was thinking of going back to classics, but I think I'm gonna take a chance and go with something a little bit more recent.
Okay.
Probably like this
Okay.
season recent.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this year.
This season.
Dune? Is there a Christmas scene in Dune?
No, but you know what was released? Our good old boy Jimmy O Yang released a Netflix movie, and it was called Love Hard. And Love Hard, I got to watch a little bit of it. My girlfriend was watching it the other day, and
You haven't seen it? You have a pick that you haven't seen?
I've seen like a good 80%. There was a couple parts that I tuned out, but
You fell
I feel like it
asleep
was
during it. Is that what happened?
80% is more than
laughs.
what it got on Rotten Tomatoes. So
Are you serious? No way. When you look that up, that movie is really good.
Oh, I don't think any Netflix movie is not going to do well on Rotten Tomatoes.
All
I
right.
feel.
Well,
That's
I'm gonna
just
go on
my-
a limb. I'm gonna go something recent. I'm picking a good Asian
Ooh.
cast. 94% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
What's
Just want to
the-
point that out.
what's the critic score?
Critic scores don't matter on Netflix movies. Netflix doesn't pay their critics.
That's true.
Come on.
But could you, just because we haven't, I haven't seen it. What's the?
And then can you
Synopsis,
also
so
remind
obvious.
us what the topic of the draft is? Is it best Christmas movies of all time?
No, we did a Christmas draft. We didn't say best of all time because otherwise you would have picked Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2 as your picks, bro.
What's the plot?
So the plot is Nina Dobrev plays a character who's like she works at like a journalist. She works as a journalist, and she's trying to write about love stories. She ends up matching with this really good looking guy and kind of goes as far as meeting him, but it's actually Jimmy O Yang catfishing her, and so she ends up meeting Jimmy O Yang and Jimmy O Yang's family in that movie. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Jimmy O Yang. I might give it a chance. He was in this other movie where it's about like him being a comedian. I forgot the title, but I loved it. So big fan of him. He's great in Silicon Valley as well.
He's amazing in Silicon Valley.
Really funny. Yeah. And
All
that was my last pick.
Okay, Matt, 2 picks to round.
Okay, so
oh no, wait, 1 pick.
This is it.
This is it. Final pick. Last pick.
Mr. Relevant.
This is crazy because Love Hard was just picked, and I'm looking at the board. There's so many good movies like Ernest Saves Christmas, 1988. But I mean, Jay, you could have picked Gremlins.
Oh man, Gremlins is Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
It is
on so many Christmas lists.
So is Edward Scissorhands too.
Yeah, you could have picked any of the other Grinch movies.
There was so many. I had a lot. Like there's even I don't want to give you like
Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
There's all those.
So which one are you picking then?
There's so many.
The Charlie Brown one.
Charlie Brown Christmas was still on the board. Yeah, that was actually. There was something.
But you went with a movie you saw
I wanted to go with something. I wanted to go something recent. I wanted to go something that was relevant.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
Also, I should mention that Klaus was Oscar nominated.
Klaus was isn't that a horror one? No,
it's a Netflix animated movie. I think it was nominated for Best Animated Film. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And I would add it to mine. Only I haven't seen it. I know it was it's a beautiful looking movie, and it's fairly new, 2019. But I'm gonna go with for my last pick one that I knew I could save because you guys weren't gonna pick it.
All right.
I'm going with my heart. I love this movie. It's great. I love this franchise. And this might be my favorite movie in the franchise only because it features one of the coolest characters in modern movies. His name is Waffle Bot. He's a little robot that makes waffles and follows you around.
What is this?
I'm going with, for my 5th pick, to round up my team, 2011's A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Some great things about this movie. Cal Penn is in it. He's great. John Cho, who's like
Kumar.
He's Cowboy Bebop, right? But this was also the big screen debut, and I think it was his only movie of Amir Blumenfeld, which is crazy.
No one's gonna know who that is. Why are you even bringing that up?
I'm a big fan of Amir Blumenfeld.
Really going with your heart on this one.
Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Do you think that was better than the night before with your boy Seth Rogen?
Oh, that one's so good. I think that one's like New York based, so that I have a soft spot for that one.
Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie in that one.
Yeah, that movie's definitely better than Love Hard. You're right.
Definitely better than. Okay, all right. You're talking about Harold and Kumar Christmas versus. Come on.
Okay, I love those 3 guys, but I also love John Cho, Cal Penn, and Amir Blumenfeld. Okay. But it's a fantastic movie. As soon as we finished watching it, we were like, we need to buy a Waffle Bot. I hope he exists. But I don't think the movie did well enough to create a merch line.
We know the plot of like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. What's like the plot? Give me the plot.
Okay,
is it an adventure type like that? I guess.
I believe they spend the whole movie trying to find Waffle Bot.
What's Waffle Bot? It makes waffles?
Producer Winnie, if you could pull up a photo of Waffle Bot, you guys can see how I just secured the win.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a pretty cool Waffle Bot.
You can't make waffles without eggs.
All right.
Okay. That's sorry. That took me a second to.
Wait, that went right over my head. What was that reference?
Because I mentioned that like whoever picks eggs like wins the draft. Specifically the last pick. So if you win this,
that was a stretch
on this huge stretch.
Come on, that was a stretch.
All right, let's recap the picks.
Whew.
We've got Ramel, who went first. He's got Home Alone, the original, without the talk boy. Then the Santa Claus. Then Elf. I can't believe we got Elf. What a great pick.
That's a good pick.
A Christmas Story. And he rounded out with It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh my God, 5 classics.
Yeah. You even had team.
You can't even make a joke because mine are just absolute classics.
I was gonna say you haven't had like a team that had such broad appeal since you had Lay's and Pringles in the same team. So Jay, you went with first overall Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Arguably the better Home Alone, I think.
It has the talk boy.
It has the talk boy.
And the pigeon lady. Then you went with A Muppet Christmas Carol. Then Love Actually, followed by How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah.
And you ended with Love
Hey,
Hard.
I'm telling you, I've got a well-rounded team, and I think that's going to play on some of the newer folks that are watching it on Netflix this season because it's top 10 in Canada if you haven't seen it on your Netflix feed. But I think I've got a good set here.
Yeah. To be honest, I went with my heart. I went with 5 movies
He's defending it
that I enjoy. But
Jingle All the Way a second, top 2.
And I also went with the greatest Christmas movie of all time as my first pick, The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not diluted. There's not 20 of them. There's just one, The Nightmare Before Christmas, followed by Jingle All the Way, then Die Hard, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and finally, A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Are there any that you guys wish you had?
I just say, wow, Jingle All the Way over Elf is that might be the bigger blunders in our draft.
Oh,
did you not have Elf here?
It was right underneath. It's right underneath Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, on my list.
So you consciously. I hope you didn't consciously pick it and you just forgot Elf. Like that's a bad.
No, so on my list here, just in case you guys looked, I had Jingle Jangle as a secret one near the top. But on my list, yeah, I did have Jingle All the Way over Elf.
I mean, I wish I had your Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a great pick as your first one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Is there any that you guys wish that you picked, or that if you had a 6th you would have? Because there's so many on the board that we missed.
Besides the Princess Switch, which I
1, 2, and 3.
I honestly would have picked 6. But I don't really. Yeah, I mean, Bad Santa is not bad.
Yeah. I think that stop motion Rudolph one was also one of the classics as well too. I think that would have gone for a 6th pick.
Miracle on 34th Street, one of the classics.
The newest one or the older one?
The one with Matilda.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. The other one's Matilda. A little too old for me.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if it's probably newer than It's a Wonderful Life, but yeah.
For me, like I know none of us has seen it, I'm assuming, but I think after we do see it, we might think we all missed the boat on not having Klaus. People say it's a new classic. Also, I don't think any of us have seen it either, but people say Arthur Christmas is a classic.
Arthur Christmas?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one, no.
And then while we're talking about animated movies, I think we all missed the mark in not... Because we could have picked Outside of Christmas, and I think 8 Crazy Nights would have been a good pick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Adam Sandler.
Good Hanukkah movie, yeah.
Yeah. So those are 3 animated movies that we missed that I think would have been great on any of our lists.
Would you guys have let Frozen go for a Christmas movie? Is Frozen a Christmas movie?
There's a snowman.
I mean,
I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
I don't think so either. I was thinking about it because Frozen's like huge, right? Like it was a huge movie.
I think didn't they have like a Christmas special, Frozen Olaf?
Yeah, Olaf steals everyone's gifts, and then I forget, and then he loses all the gifts.
But Frozen had reindeers. You know, it had like...
It's so Christmassy.
It's such a Christmassy movie, but I feel like it's not a Christmas movie.
I don't think they have any reference to Christmas or holidays or anything, so I would say no on that one.
I actually wish that I picked... if I had a 6th pick, and I wish I could fit this on my list, I don't think there's one I would get rid of for it, but I really, really like Trading Places. 1983 film, it's older.
What's that one?
So it's Eddie Murphy and I think Dan Aykroyd.
I haven't seen it,
so one of them is like homeless and one of them is super rich, and they both have problems. And then they trade places.
Which one's?
And they both solve each other's problems.
Yeah, who's the rich one in the movie?
I forget. All right, that was the holiday movie draft. Initial thoughts, what did you guys think? That was a pretty good watch.
It was good. I feel really good about my picks. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I feel like we all feel good about our picks, like because we picked like our favorite movies, and there's so many different movies to choose from, and every movie means something different to each person. Clearly, Jingle All the Way means way more to Matt than most people over Elf. for it's
Elf.
just wild.
Oh, do you want to get into that right now?
Are we
just go straight into
getting
it.
heated?
Just go,
Straight
baby.
into it.
Okay.
Let's go. Hit me with it.
I
What
guess
you got?
I guess two things. One, I love Jingle All the Way, and I relate to it.
It's okay. It's
so
pretty good.
much because I see myself as kind of a mix between Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger. More than that, I love collecting action figures, and the whole movie was about
okay.
trying to get
All right.
an action.
That's
Yeah,
pretty fair.
that's
We could see that in the background. Yeah.
But
okay.
Elf was high on my list. But the problem with Elf was I knew I could have picked it, but when I was thinking of the movies, I was like, well, I watched Jingle All the Way so much. I remember it. It's such a good story. We're picking our favorite stories.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Elf came out in like 2003. It was the Frat Pack, Old School was out, Dodgeball, like all those movies. And it was just in the middle of those. So that was like a good era for Will Ferrell. But what bugged me about it is I couldn't remember a thing about the film. Like I remember the cover, but I don't remember any of the
like
story.
none of the clips, like none of the famous
I don't
clips
know
or anything like
what
that.
you-
So
I'm not on
Are you,
board
are
on
you,
this.
wait,
My
are you
question-
bashing your pick right now? Or what are you?
No, I picked
Oh,
Elf.
you picked it.
No,
Okay.
Ramel picked Elf. So my question right now is to Ramel, who picked Elf.
Okay.
Give me the plot of Elf.
Give you the
Give me the
of
plot
Elf.
of Elf. What happens in Elf?
So, Buddy,
Okay.
Will Ferrell's character.
Yeah.
I think he's born. I can't remember exactly, but he's born, but he lives amongst the elves,
Yeah.
but he's a human, and
Yeah.
he knows he's a human, and then he comes to New York City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Oh, he lived in New York City.
And he still has that elf mentality, and he's trying to like find Santa and whatever, and then he finds out his dad is like the owner of or like a big shot in a company. And I guess he's trying to find Christmas the whole time, like, or find the meaning of Christmas or the meaning of his life.
That's the plot.
That's pretty much the premise.
That's
I mean,
everything.
It's not really memorable.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I don't actually get.
Where are you going with this?
I don't actually get your point.
I'm just saying it's not memorable. You
It's
know
very
what I mean?
memorable.
What happens at the end?
I can't remember.
That's
I know what happened in the end. but-
Jay watched it yesterday,
Whoa, 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 whoa! Not yesterday.
2 days ago.
When did you watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Yesterday. Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah, it was such a good movie. You should have been picked first.
But
yeah.
anyways, you're just going with it as in it's not memorable.
I'm just saying
That's
it's
why
not
you're
memorable.
picking
Like
it.
Ramel, just you can't even say what happened at the end of Elf. Which
I'd be careful, dude. There's a lot of Elf fans out there.
I know, dude. I don't know.
You need to be really
I don't know
careful
what
what you're
you're-
saying.
No, I'm just
This
saying.
is like the
I'm
worst
just saying
take.
that's
This
why.
might be the worst take in all of like the podcast.
I'm saying that's why I didn't pick it because I couldn't remember what happened in it, and then and I remembered exactly what happened in Jingle All the Way,
Man, I watched 80% of Love Hard and I still picked it.
and I just proved it. Ram didn't know what happened at the end of Elf. So anyway,
Doesn't take away from its significance of a holiday movie. I'm gonna digress. I'm gonna go against you on that one.
Yeah.
I think that was a great pick.
Yeah, and I think that was a bad run you had there as well. So,
Yeah, well,
Producer Winnie over here is just laughing. She doesn't know where you're going with that one
Yeah.
either.
that went nowhere. Do you have to reshoot this whole outro post game? That was a big flop.
What else you got?
okay,
Yeah,
so
you said
let me
you
just
had- you said you had all this
okay,
material.
let me cross
So what
out.
else you got?
Okay, so Elf got Ramel. Could not say what happened at the end of Elf. Next, I think Home Alone 2 was. If you're saying Missing Elf was the worst pick,
Okay.
I actually think picking Home Alone 2 second overall might be the worst pick in the
Whoa.
draft, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because after we did this, we did a bunch of research on like the actual top movie lists. Home Alone 2 on like any list is like 15 and above.
All right. Okay. I'm
That's
just
all.
saying. I'm picking from the heart, though. Yo.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
picking-
true, like-
I'm picking from what nostalgic factors meant to me, and like all these movies, kind of like as I grew up in holiday movies. I think those were the best.
Yeah, I don't agree with this at all, but lots of people don't consider Home Alone 2 like in the same league as Home Alone 1. I do,
Okay.
and I grew up on both. In fact, I grew up on both so much that I like get them mixed up because like I thought Talk Boy was in the
Boy,
first one.
oof.
So like they kind of blend together. I'd watch like one back to back. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like the same movie almost for me. But anyway,
So wow. So Matt thinks that your Elf pick was bad, and
Yeah.
my Home Alone 2 pick was bad. I
Yeah.
guess we'll have to wait and see what the results are.
I think he's just he had to
I
come up
know.
with some material because his
I knew you
picks are
guys were.
bad.
I knew you guys were gonna come at me at Jingle All. But,
No,
but here's the thing: what Jay said about Home Alone 2, that's exactly what I said about Jingle All the Way. It's like a movie
Yeah, that's
that I
true.
really
Yes,
like.
yeah,
That's true, but you
But I-
also have to take into consideration that no one watched that Jingle all the way.
I'm really hoping there's some Jingle All the Way fans out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my critique on Home Alone 2. Oh, sorry. And that was my critique on Elf. That's all I have. One thing, I was just doing some research on the movies that we picked. John Hughes wrote Home Alone in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what movie he wrote in 1989?
I don't know.
Well, he wrote lots of movies, but
which
National Lampoon's Christmas
Oh
Vacation.
yeah,
That's
because
great.
I think he was known as like the fun movie guy, or like the teenage or young person movie guy.
Yeah. But while we're on Home Alone, I watched Home Sweet Home Alone.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was actually pretty bad.
Is there any tie-ins to the McAllister family?
Yeah. So Bud McAllister, the kind of bully brother, he's a cop now.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Buzz,
yeah.
your girlfriend. Woof.
Yeah.
Best part of the movie.
He's kind of
I think
dumb cop.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. You know that line from the first one?
Yeah,
Where,
that's in the first one.
I think that was like the director's son.
And then they made him look like
Like they didn't want to like cast a girl to like play that because it's like mean.
Yeah.
So they put his son like and put a wig on him.
Yeah.
So that actual photo of Buzz's girlfriend is the director's son.
That's a good tidbit.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Fun fact.
Oh, and spoiler alert, they mention Kevin in the movie. So
Yeah.
he doesn't show up, but they say that he prank calls Buzz
So
every
like an
year.
end credit scene.
No,
post-credit?
it's in like the beginning when they introduce Buzz and like the whole thing where he like the security systems on McAllister home.
But so
security.
you watched
Oh,
it.
you
right?
I
seen it
watched
too?
it. Yeah, it's
Are there traps?
Okay, here's the biggest thing, and I think a lot of people.
Are we gonna be movie critics now too?
No,
Or are we
we
gonna
would say
yeah.
this. Just in Home Alone, like the original 1 and 2, the Wet Bandits are like actual bad guys.
Yeah.
They want to rob Kevin,
Yeah.
and they want to steal all the stuff from the house, and they're just criminals. They're bad. In Home Sweet Home Alone, the two like people breaking in are kind of good people.
Yeah, there's no antagonist.
Yeah, and they're getting tortured by
Yeah.
this kid, so you just feel bad for them the whole
Yeah.
time.
You're actually rooting for the I guess the bad guys really
Yeah.
in the movie.
Interesting.
But it was written by Mikey Day and Streeter Seidel, so
Mikey Day,
and I
really?
like those guys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so we had like 2 weeks to prep for this, and I did not watch Love Hard. Did you watch it, Matt?
I watched the Netflix snippet.
Yeah, when you like
That
hover
reveals
over
the
it.
whole
So
thing.
I've seen the whole movie. If I were to guess, maybe he catfishes her and still gets her.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I'm gonna
the
guess.
synopsis.
I'm gonna guess they fall in love somehow.
It's a
And-
very quintessential, like Netflix style movie.
Jay
but it's
going
good.
with Love Hard and Love Actually, two love movies.
Don't even knock.
I'm not
Love
knocking
Actually.
Love Actually.
But here's the thing, Jay. So you pick Love Hard for your 5th pick. These are your 5 favorite Christmas movies of all time.
Not
I
necessarily.
picked Love Hard for the votes. I'm gonna full out admit it. I picked it for the votes. I think it's gonna be a good diversity pick, and it's gonna give me.
Do you have like
it's gonna give me
Jimmy O Yang watching? Like,
if Jimmy O Yang
if he votes actually, but
Yeah.
like, who's gonna vote for you for Love Hard?
I'm doing it for the socials. I'm gonna tag him on.
there's a lot.
Okay,
There's
okay,
a lot of angles.
I
into
mentioned
this.
it a bunch. I watch those cheesy movies. I just haven't got to Love Hard yet. But
Don't watch Princess Switch 3.
Oh, I've seen it. It's not. Yeah, I fell asleep for sure. It's no Princess Switch 1.
Yeah.
It's no Princess Switch 2. 2's not great, but have you guys? I don't know. My picks are just like, I don't know. I guess we grew up with different movies, but like,
No, Rums are good. Yours are good. Yours are kind of safe, but they're good.
oh, what is safe?
What is safe?
It's a Wonderful
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I don't know, but
those are pretty safe.
I think if you look at like top Christmas movies of all time list, It's a
Yeah,
Wonderful
they're
Life
usually
is
always there.
probably
Yeah, but
number
that doesn't
one on
mean
every
it's
single list.
safe. Like we're young people, and I'm picking like a movie made in 1944. Like I don't think that's safe. But
But
A Christmas
still.
Story is hilarious. There's so much stuff that comes out of it. There's like the pink bunny, the you'll shoot your eye out. There's so many like
The leg lamp.
the leg lamp is the big one. There's so much that comes out of it. It's a Wonderful Life is just like a classic
man.
Christmas story, like just like A Christmas Carol. I
Yeah.
think they're like 1 and 1 for like Christmas Story.
Yeah, classic ones.
Okay, well, this is going to be a tough one, guys. It could be anybody's game. I don't know. I think we're all pretty confident on our own picks. So I think for me, this one means the most.
The first non-food one
Yeah.
means the most.
So we'll see. Let's see who has a happier holidays
Yeah.
between the three of us. So just a quick reminder, you can vote for us on Mondays on Instagram with our Insta stories, or you can leave a comment on the grid post. You can also leave a comment on YouTube leave a comment on TikTok.
We'll take anything.
We'll take it. They all count.
Yeah.
Mondays that the podcast doesn't come out. So a week from today, if you're watching it on the day it came out.
Polls are open for 24 hours. And as you know by now, your vote really, really, really matters. It took us 10 hours to tabulate the votes today. So please vote. And with that, thanks for joining us for another week of Food Shenanigans. Even though this week we took a break from food, please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Hamburger Disco. If you want to buy clothing with hamburgers on them, check out hamburgerdisco.com. For Jay and Ram, I am Matt. Thanks again for watching. And don't forget the 3 C's. Create, collaborate, and consume.